All right, so for Bitcoin, my position is the 11th. So today I'm going to be doing an analysis of Bitcoin. I'm going to look at what I think might happen, and we are on a weekly time frame, as you can see right here. So in the past few weeks, we've seen a push, a bit of stagnation. We formed a double top, and we're slowly coming back down. You can see it's coming down. My indicator is saying we're still at 80% bullish, which is really good. Right here, this is the volume profile, and we can see that we're approaching support. This is a support level that actually has a significant amount of volume associated with it, so it's really important that we don't lose this support. Otherwise, we're going to be heading towards these fair value gaps that are located here and then down to the support. Normally, when we have a close inside, we tend to go towards the second line of support, which would put us around $88,000, and that would also fill this gap. And as you can observe, the profile on the weekly is quite thin. Let's move over to the daily time frame to get a better understanding of this weekly candle. And on the daily, well, we're looking at this impulse right here. And presently, we've been bought back in the middle of the channel, you see. Here's this indicator, Crypto-Quebec. So Crypto-Quebec, the indicator that I created, you bounce off the bottom of the indicator. You go up here to break the top, you see. It does this. Instead of making a double top, it keeps going. It heads towards the top of the channel. Then, when you arrive at the top of the channel, if you don't have the momentum to break to new highs, and here we're talking about an all-time high, but actually it's just the top, you fall back down. And as I mentioned, when you have a close inside, you saw it on the weekly. When you have a close inside the cloud, you tend to touch a lower support level. So we've come back, we bounced off the middle of the indicator. Good. We're coming back to test the top, no momentum. So if there's no momentum, we fall back to the middle of the channel, a close below the middle, and that gives us a new low. A bounce off the bottom of the support, of course at $80,000 to $81,000, it becomes an excellent. Look at what happens. This is an order block. People don't know, but when you come back here, you tap these wicks. So if you don't have momentum, you fall back. This is something that happened. And the middle of the channel, people got trapped. People lost money. We shorted. So where are we going? We're going down. It's going down towards the channel. You see this blue line here? This is the line of the Crypto-Quebec indicator. Okay. Retry here to break through. Okay, down more. Well, actually, there was here. Here there was an order block at the bottom. In fact, it's the same concept. When you make an order block at the top here, as you can see, it's the same concept on the other side. So you do this, and what happened is when we entered this block here, the wick. Okay, the good indicator bot, the boss of today. We bounce up to the middle of the channel. We reach the top. Red reversal candle. So at the end of an impulse, if we don't have volume, we go down. This is exactly what we're seeing on the 4-hour. So where is it going? It's going to come back to retest the boss of the channel 80,500 to 2,141. And then we'll see on a smaller time frame if it's going to bounce and then take off. Obviously, the volume here, when we take off with volume, obviously that's why you see a pump, because there's a lot of volume in an order block here. We can measure it. You see there's a lot of pumps here. Pumps, 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 pumps. Why? Because it's an order block with a lot of volume. So to take off from this block, it's going to take volume too. And you see this little orange thing here? It's going to be a fair value gap. Why? Look at this wick ending here, and the other wick falling here. So it's going to create a gap when we come back to fill it a little later.